Hi, a very big welcome to everyone. You're watching the ninth episode of the YNWA Close Show with me, Prasad. So together with me, as usual, the classic Mr. Param and also the legendary Mr. Kalai. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hello, how are you guys doing?
All right, we are all good. Just
Great.
for your information, for the viewers, Mr. Kalai is actually speaking to us live and direct from Bahrain. So how's things there?
All good. It's cold here now. The winter is going to finish, so and everything is fine. As gloomy as Liverpool now.
All right, so let's
So
straight away go to the Liverpool Everton preview game that uh, again disappointed us. So we're just gonna go a quick one on the stats of the game. So as usual, if you can see, we had more shots on shots, equal shot on target, more possession, 72% of possession. Literally more than 100% passes comparative to Everton. And then we have 87% pass accuracy. Everything in terms of stat we have won. But the only thing we didn't do was to score a goal and win the game. So your thoughts on this game, gentlemen?
for me, basically, I think we have been repeating this again and again and again every single week. Each time Thiago Alcantara plays. Okay, forget about the second goal or third goal. For me, was the equalizer which Everton gave was the turning point for Everton or turning point of the match when Thiago fought and gave a free kick. It could have been a penalty as well, but it turned out to be as good as a penalty as well. And Thiago did not play well at all. He was supposed to be a force to be reckoned when we bought him from Bayern Munich. But so far, he has no influence on the team at all. Okay? If Henderson was playing defense, he is supposed to buck up and be in front, leading the midfield forward for Mane, Firmino, and Salah to do their work. Unfortunately, he did not take the role at all. All right, and I think it's time now. I think we should look at also at Firmino's contribution to the team. I want to say a big thank you to Firmino for helping us win the Champions League and also the Premier League last year. But I think, unfortunately, I think the time is up now for him to move on because everybody has learned our games and he has been very soft against the game against Everton. The shots taken and all the thing was very bad.
I think we have been speaking
The
about.
support for him was not there in that particular match.
Yeah, I
So
think we
I
have been
think
speaking about Firmino's participation or probably contribution to the this season was quite poor, and we were speaking about to get a new number 9. In fact, during the January transfer window, which we couldn't get. In fact, so your thoughts on that, Mr. Param? Is the same
Yeah.
old performance? Same old statistic.
Yeah.
It clearly shows that we could not or we are not able to find the net. So your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Yeah. On the beginning of the show, you were saying that the stars we winning on statistics, but we didn't win the game. So what's the point on the statistics? We win on the statistics and we didn't win the actual game. Again, Liverpool disappointed the supporters. I think Liverpool team. I think the whole management doesn't care about the support at all. They don't care about supporters whether they lose or win. They don't care about supporters. How we were so we are so supportive and of the team, and they just don't bother about it. If they really care about supporters, they should have win the game. At least the champion should have win something. Along the way. Not again. They are playing the pattern of the playing is out. It's totally out. It's not Liverpool team. Something wrong with the management. I don't know. Maybe something they have deducted the salary or they have something. I don't know. It's horrible. It's a horrible match. The way they play, they should have trashed Everton at least 3 to 4-0. At least Everton is not playing the game.
All right. So
And for me, number 9, I think we need to, number 9, we need to go for, but now the windows are closed. So Liverpool have to bite the bullet and, go on even without Henderson for 12 weeks, you
Yep.
know.
That's the
So
next thing that about to say. That it was a shocker, to know that I don't even think it was that bad, when he got tackled in that game. But apparently the latest news is that Jordan Henderson will be out for 12 weeks, and it was also doubt for the Euros in the summer this year. So that is a big blow for Liverpool. All right, and now for the record, Everton have literally got our two best players. One was Virgil van Dijk on the first game, and now it's the Jordan Henderson on the second game. They got them injured. So your thoughts on them on this incident, and as well as can we cope without these two players?
We could not cope without Van Dijk. How can we cope without? How can we cope without Henderson as well? Now it's going to be a big tough thing. But anyway, we have been losing with Henderson in the team as well. So bring in Ben Davies and Ozan Kabak and all these guys, and Jota might be back this week. I think might be.
Yes.
So if he's back, then it's good for us as well. And get all the players, whoever is there, because we've been losing. And don't take Sheffield United lightly. We were talking about it, of course. But Henderson is going to be a very, very big. He has been a most hardworking player for the past couple of seasons. So we have lost him. So for another 12 weeks, so he's not going to be back. So
I think it's about time that he was settling down and as a centre back. He was playing quite good.
Yes.
A couple
No,
of
I think he
games.
played well in any department. I think he'll play very well in any department. So he was a mobility player where he moves around in any positions. But unfortunately, we lost him now. Bring in Ben Davies and put all these guys and start playing with these guys and play in a format, because Sheffield United will not be easy prey, because you must understand that Sheffield United beat Manchester United away. If you still remember the game,
Yep, 2-1.
It's not going to be easy as well.
Yep.
If they have to do something about it, Liverpool has to come up with some kind of strategy. Stop the rot. All right.
Mr. Baram, do you think? Mr. Baram, do you think that after we have a lot of issues this season, do you think that the Jordan Henderson injury is the kind of like icing on the cake of disaster?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. It will be, yes.
The only icing on the cake is going to be
definitely.
for the opponents is getting Salah injured, because Salah is on top form today.
Yeah.
If he's going to get injured in the next match,
then it's going to be relegation.
Sometimes you should bring in players like give chance for Shaqiri is coming in the picture. Bring this guy, what is his name?
Origi.
Oxford. What is this guy? Our midfield player. Chamberlain. Bring Oxford Chamberlain for us.
Chamberlain.
Bring Oxford Chamberlain and Shaqiri together, and let's see what happens.
All right. So let's
speak
about. We spoke about the issue. As fans, let's also speak about possibilities of what are the things that can be done to improve the situation. All right. Some sort of like a formation change. Now, is formation change is something that that Liverpool or Jurgen Klopp can actually opt to do at this point of time, or even coming out with a rotation system, because rotation system is not that. I think Jurgen Klopp is not a fan of it, because we don't really see that much. But in terms of formation wise, this is my suggestion. All right, I'm gonna go with a very odd 3-3-2-2 kind of a formation, where I'm gonna have a very strong center backs. Okay, definitely I'm not gonna have Ozan Kabak, because like what I've said from the first show, after seeing him playing against Leicester, I really feel he's very, very slow for the Premier League. He played very well again against in the Champions League, because we were against a German opponent, which is some sort of a known territory for him. He knows the German speed, but for the league, for the Premier League, he's definitely slow. So that's why I'm going for Ben Davies. I'm still optimistic of this guy because I've seen him on YouTube. That's the only place that I've seen him playing football. Like what I said in the previous show, I feel that he's a left-footed Van Dijk, kind of like a Van Dijk a player. Nat Phillips definitely, he was on top form before he was benched. And James Milner, all right, James Milner, he always played on the left back and right back. I just want him to play as another support in the central defense. Then I just want this Robertson and Trent to go to play as a wing back instead of a right and left back. So they have the whole what do you call right and left hand side for them, right and left flank for them to play. All right, so they'll be more into the offensive part of the field. And Thiago, as usual, I think Thiago, I do agree with Mr. Kalai where he didn't really play well for the couple of games, but again, I feel that this guy is a world class player. All right, he just needs to settle down in Liverpool. All right, so I still believe that let's give him some games. All right, and see how it goes. So I'm just gonna put him in the center midfield as a playmaker, and definitely Ronaldo and Curtis Jones deserves a permanent place in the team. All right, I really feel we need a set of fresh young player in the team. All right, and I'm gonna go for just front two. All right, like what do you guys say? Bobby Firmino is in a very bad form at the moment, and let's try with Mane and Salah. Mane probably playing just as a forward role, and Salah will be the striker. So that's my suggested formation that I want to see Liverpool play. All right, so let's go on to Mr. Param. Probably you can actually Mr. Param,
Yeah. Pastor, I thought you want to take over. I think you want to take over the Klopp's place or what to change this formation. Okay. Maybe it will work, But I mean, you go back to your slides as what you have shown. Yeah, if you saw me, maybe it works. I don't know. Maybe it works like me. Maybe Milner, because if he might be slow on his right because he's getting older. For him to chase, like you
but
have.
but I think I'm definitely sure he's faster than Kabak.
But is Milner,
because
I thought Milner was injured. Is he back?
He's back. He's back. He's back.
He's back. Okay.
so I think, yeah, I think Milner should go up a little bit because Milner will be slow a little bit on defense to chase a forward, like Ashford. If for MU, he will take. I think no time he will take. He can overtake Milner. So I think Milner will be slightly slow on the defense there. Trent Robertson, yeah, I think should be okay there. Thiago, yeah, Ronaldo, Jones. I think Jones, to me, I think he needs to be substitute once in a while and maybe a first half, then second half, maybe someone else. But I think he can't go full time. Full 90 minutes. I don't think so. He can take it. For now.
Yep.
Mane, Mo Salah, yeah, maybe it can work.
Right.
But when I go back to my suggestion of formation, which I came up with, and this is the I think the normal way of Liverpool playing the game.
Yeah, Jota is back, so
yeah, Jota is back. That's why. Trent, he can overlap with Milner. If let's say if Trent goes to wing, with his right flank, and Milner can come down to just cover him up, and they can change. Ben Davies, Nat Phillips, that's the two which I can come up with for right now. Robertson on his left, and Ronaldo, Thiago. So Thiago, yeah, he can also be, can go and substitute with Shaqiri. Then the forward three, Mane, Jota, and Mo Salah. This is my formation.
Well, your thoughts on that?
I would actually,
yep.
I would actually bring in, I would actually put Ben Davies, Nat Phillips, bring in Ozan Kabab as well. Get all these guys in just for this game. Just bring it in. It's not going to make any difference anyway. So you just bring them in, but you have to have Milner playing there, and put both these guys, Trent and Robertson, up as right wing and left wing players.
Yep.
All right. When you have left wing and right, you see, Liverpool has always played with wingers before. Those days, 70s, 80s. We had Craig Johnston on that, Sammy Lee on one side. These are great players for 70s, 80s. So you have two wingers playing. So you have these two fellas as wingers. Get the four defenders. So 4 + 2, 6. We have 4 more players who are playing midfield. Okay, we'll have see, Salah can always come back to midfield as well. Mane also comes back to midfield. They all come to the midfield, take the ball and go. Okay, let's give Thiago another day a chance to play. Wijnaldum is also there. So I think he's going to mix around with this. But let's get all these young players. I want to see Ben Davies playing. I hope just he comes inside this for this game. I just hope he comes in. He's tall. You know, he has got a style of playing. His physique is good. You know, his physique really looks good. So I think he'll be a better.
Yeah, he haven't played any game
we
yet.
never knew about Ozan Kabab. We always thought Ben Davies is going to be the first defense who's going to come in.
Yep.
Then Ozan Kabab. It turned the other way around now. If Ben Davies to play, Ozan Kabab was already inside the team now. So give Ben Davies a chance to play. Bring on. I don't mind having the 4 defense. All the guys will Milner, the 4 guys sitting down there. Get right and wing, Robertson and Alex. Our trend on the right hand side. Let's see what happens. Give it a try. I know we're always losing all the matches. Whatever you see, we have lost matches not because we were bad, because of our stupidity, our mistakes. It's not because we lost because we didn't play well. We played very well. Where was Everton until the goal, the equalizer? Nothing. 70-80%.
No, nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. Zero.
I'm talking about the same trend for the past 2 months.
Yes.
Same old trend.
So what's the point? Get the team inside. Okay, as you're going to talk about our venture the next 3 months. What's our next venture? What are we going to do? What's our target? Let's talk about that now.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic, which is going to be the next game, which is against Sheffield United away. All right, so just a quick one on the match preview. Sheffield United lost 1-0 against Liverpool at Bramall Lane, last season. Liverpool have won their last 4 Premier League games against Sheffield United. That's the only thing, a positive thing that I would say. Sheffield United have lost their last 7 Premier League matches against the reigning champions. Sheffield United have lost 20 of their 25 Premier League games this season, the fewest amount of games a team has taken to reach 20 defeats in a single campaign. Liverpool have lost 6 of their last 9 Premier League games, as many they have lost in previous 100 in the competition. Liverpool have conceded 34 goals in their last 25 Premier League games this season, 1 more than they did in the whole of last title-winning season. All 4 of Liverpool's Premier League away wins this season have been in London. Liverpool have conceded 8 penalties in the Premier League this season, as many as in their 3 previous campaigns combined. Sheffield United have scored fewer Premier League goals than any other side this season, which until 15. Liverpool's Mo Salah have scored 16 goals in his last 17 away games in all competition. So there's a mix of a good and a bad news here as well, all right? And Sheffield United away, if that is going to be a defeat, what is going to happen to Liverpool and the supporters?
Are we still going to keep quiet, or are we going to make noise? You see, like for instance, I see a lot of comments on the Facebook. The fans are getting angry with the team, and they have every right to get angry and comment, not because they hate the team. They are always at the back of the team, but they have the right to comment, be angry about the team. They have to comment. They don't have this. Some fans come and tell, "Oh, you guys hate the Liverpool team. That's why you." It's not that. I have to comment because I've been supporting the team for the past 40 years. What do? Do I keep quiet? I need to comment. What's happening? Why did you put this guy? Why did you put this guy? This is our way of doing things. But we back the team. Even we do that, we always are together.
That's what we are supporters for. The supporters, we have to be
to comment.
Yeah.
So this match, if they're not careful about this match, it's going to be another defeat. We have broken records for the good reason before. Now we are getting records broken due to the bad reasons.
Yep.
And we don't want to give another chance for Sheffield United to beat us and get another record for themselves as well.
Speaking of supporters on social media, there are a large set of supporters who are actually still talking about history. They're still talking about history. They are still talking about last season. Okay, let me just tell you about something. I mean, let's stop speaking about history. because there was another club, another raid from Manchester. I don't want to say their name. They were literally dominating the league for the past 20 years. All right. And they were winning in, season out. They literally dominated. They did not have any big name players. They didn't buy any big name players. All of them, most of them came from the academy. All right. If you remember the class of 92. All right. So
Yeah.
they showed that week, season in, season out, they win. They didn't speak for history. And I'm not really sure why there are certain sets of supporters. Right? I actually did tweet this, post this on Facebook the other day. I said, let's stop talk about history. Let's criticize our players. Okay, that criticism, like what Mr. Kalai said, is just to grow them and play better and eventually to win games.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you.
All right. So I think for the supporters, it's about time that we stop speaking about history. All right. 30 years is enough. Do you guys want to wait for another 30 years? I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna wait. All right.
I won't be alive anyway. After 30 years from now.
So, anyways, Mr. Param and Mr. Kalai, we have another good news actually ahead of the Premier League game against Sheffield United. Fabinho and as well as Jota might be fit for the game. Just might. All right.
Good for the team.
Yeah, just might for the game. So your thoughts and as well as a quick thought and also a prediction on this game, Mr. We go for Mr. Kalai, Param first.
Sheffield Wednesday, Liverpool win. This is no two-way thinking. Liverpool have to win. They have to win this match, and Klopp have to come up with some miracle. How he's going to do it, I'm not sure how. Change the formation or changing the way the game will play. It's up to him how he's going to change. We supporters, we want our team to win. That's it. Okay. And my prediction for this coming week for this the next game will be Sheffield Wednesday 1, Liverpool 3.
Okay. Your realistic thoughts on where could we finish this season in the league and the Champions League, Mr. Param?
Wow, Champions League, we are out. Definitely, we are out. Right. We have to fight for the UEFA Cup.
We're still in.
UEFA.
We're still in.
That one, we're still in, but I doubt because it's only, I doubt about it.
Right. So, Mr. Kalai, your prediction on the Sheffield United game, as well as the realistic.
See, we have all lost the matches except for the match against even Man City. Yeah, even against Man City. Okay, all the games I think we lost because of mistakes. Tell me one match we didn't lose because of mistakes. It's only for the mistakes, nothing else.
Yep.
Mistake of the mistake. Just control the mistakes. Just get the 3 points. Whichever way you play, get the 3 points. Okay, I want them to win. I don't know what to score. Every time I tell 3-0, they lose the match. Okay. So anyway, I'm not going to say any scores. I just want them to win this match. At least by 1-0 or 2-1. It's not going to be easy. They're going to come after us because they know they're making hell of mistakes. Goalkeepers making mistakes. Defense is making mistakes. They don't care. Mane, Salah, let it come and score. We will score again because our defense is bad.
There's
so
nothing
they're going
to
to
lose.
go after and give high balls and all those things. So that's going to be bad. And if Jota and Fabinho is back, I think it's a good news to Liverpool. And if they're back, then it's going to be very positive results for us. They just got to put in the goals. No mistakes. You're fine. The goalkeeper should not play the last defense. You just stay on his line. Let the defense do all their work. At least people won't blame you. No, you have not come out.
Yep.
Huh? That goal was like what he was over Ozan all the way. On top of Ozan, when he took the ball. The Everton player took the ball and scored a second goal. Anyway, that's this thing. My realistic prediction for this year should be the top 4. It's very embarrassing for me. I'm feeling bad on saying that we should fight for the 4 places on top. When we are supposed to be a champion and we were the favorite to win the Premier League again this year. By all betting strings, we were the number 1. But anyway, we have lost all that. Anyway, today we have an excuse. See, I don't believe in excuses. I don't believe even by work itself, I don't have any excuses. If you can't do it with these players, you have to get new players and get things done. And I think we got a type of game which is played by Klopp, a similar type. Everybody plays the same method how they play. So we shouldn't lose matches because we know only we make mistakes about the passing, control, and all those things. Some players got a better passing, better control, and all those things. That's about it. But the way they play the match is the same. the tiki-taka, passing game is all there. It's just a matter of execute it properly, execute the whole plan properly, and we'll get the point. But this match, Liverpool has no choice but to get a 3 points, because you know why? Our neighbors are going to be on top of us if we lose this match.
Yep, exactly.
You
Right.
lose this
That's
match,
bad
we
news.
are number 8.
They were celebrating as though they won the Premier League the other day. I agree,
Yeah.
because they have not won for so many years, and suddenly they won the match, and it's good for them actually. It's good for them. We cannot blame them or fault them for whatever happened to us.
Yep.
Right?
Agreed.
So
So
that's the
anyways,
prediction for the match.
all right. On the Champions League, Mr. Kalai?
Champions League, see, Leipzig, I always keep telling you guys, Leipzig is not an easy team to play. The other day, even when we won, was 2 mistakes by their defense. Did you watch the match?
Yep, I did.
And the 2 mistakes by Leipzig defense, and we won the match. And it was a 50-50 match. And do you know that about a few years back, they were talking about the replacement for Klopp, who was supposed to be the replacement of Klopp, was the Leipzig manager. He plays a similar style to Klopp's game. They want to take him. I'm not sure of his name, but anyway, he's a good manager. It's a 50-50 match when we played there. But then again, you must understand they played in Budapest. All right? They didn't play in their country, correct? They didn't play in Germany. Okay? So now they're back to Anfield. It's going to be another 50-50. And if we take it easy on that particular night, like what Param said, Champions League is gone again. We have nothing to watch football after that. So I don't want to be in the picture where we watch other teams playing for the titles and honestly, and we are like, okay, let's see what happens. We don't want to be in that picture. Very bad.
All right, guys. So we are at the end of episode 9. So hope that we will win the game against Sheffield United. So see you guys at episode 10. Bye.
You'll never walk
Bye.
alone, guys. Take
Never
it
walk
easy.
alone.
Walk alone.
Bye.